The pillars holding the earth, who can phantom? The rainbow shows in the sky, but who is the artist? Are the color made from man or from the creator? We are all being born, but when we walk across along the sea path, we discover the oceans close to the shore. How do we cross over to the other side? We had all come together as friends. We had all crossed along across the seaside. When we have crossed through the tides of the waterous water, we have crossed over thinking probably we have gotten to our destination. The pirate comes and they hold us captive. What do? We are all in circumstances, burdened with fear. Are we going to run? What are we going to do? Are we going to jump? Are we going to cross? But we must be escaped from the enemy. They tend to have discussed on how they're going to make use of us. They have stolen our properties. They have stolen our goods. We were going over to the other shore to make sure that we get what we wanted. But right now, humanity has kept us where we are. Burdened with fear, are we going to run away? When I have come into a family, thinking that we are born and united as a family, we discover that the enemy tries to strike in. We move, we fly, but do we go watching back of what the enemy have done? You are my brother, you are my sister. I think we should smile and let them know that we are united as one. But when we went to the other side, when I thought he was my friend, I later discovered that he was my foe. What do? The businessmen are coming from the east. They are riding from the north. They are running from the south. They all meet at the west on the conquest of uncertainty. The highest bidder wins the trade. But how do? He that conquers takes them all. Are we going to wait till they come over? Are we going to let them take over? The business war and the business trade. Who's going to win? They all fly above from the air. They all swim. They all come through the sea and they try to meet at the same point. What do? Do we move forward or do we go backward? But they let us know that we have been led back in our dungeon of fear. I don't care for what they say, but I move that what I know. They try to hold me back, but I move through. They hand me out of the way. They thought it was color. We were discovered and we were born. I was born in black, but I never discovered there was white. I discovered there was white, but there was nothing like supremacy because we are one, born from different colors, breathed from the dark. I was breathed from the dark, brewed into the black skin, but my heart was white. We wanted to be and hold each other in communion. They tend to say that we were dark, but I was brewed. My dark was still as tasty of the honey. They came and they thought that we have been brewed without brains, but we are working together to be one. I tell you, I found my sister across from the other way. She was born from another mother, but I made that my sister. I made my brother from another way. He was white, but I made him my brother. They made me out and we made ourselves. They tried to hold us back, but we tried to move and tend to forward. What am I saying? The pillars of the earth, nobody knows where it comes from. The tents and the move, the breeze that blows the wind to the east and brings it back to the west and flows it across our continent. Nobody knows the flow. Does it dry? If I take a cup from the water, does it lessen? If I drink a bucket of water from the sea, does it dry? It increases with time. The sky is wide for us to fly. We keep tending and we keep flying. We move ahead no matter what they try to hold us. But I smile at the end of the day because my smile is kind of made them happy and let them know that we have been what we are. I tend from the aspect of reality. They came back here and they met us here. We all smiled together. We laughed and we rejoiced. I remember the midnight games where we played together. We go find troubles, but then deep in our house, we are now mature and old. We still became our enemies. We tend to hold them back, but they decided to bring us backward. We tend to move forward, but they said no. This was not the way they have taught us before. The pipers, they all pipes. They all blow the trumpets. The town criers all cry when the king have sent the message. Who is going over here? When the message is being blown back from the deep, the king sends, go get him. He has been the enemy of the state. But look, he tends to run. He runs nowhere. He tends to flee. The nation has left him. They left him no food, no water. He tends to cross across to the other side. The other side, he's been captured and kept in the prison. What does he do? He works. He works as a citizen. He works while he's being paid peanuts. The peanut cannot pay for his transport. What does he do? He treks. He treks. The people that thought they were going to support him, they hold him back. What does he do? He tries to steal. He steals and he's being pawned. They up there, they steal millions of billions of naira. They are held, but they are released. They said, no one is bigger than the law, but the society has made it that some persons are bigger than the law. So what do? Do we turn back? Do we move forward? The friends we call that they were friends, they become our foes. They call them friendly foes. When we all queue to take and grab the milk of uncertainty, who's going to drink it? A rat race, everybody keeps running, we are moving, but where do we move to? They tend to hold us back, but we tend to run them back. What am I saying? They held us back from the east, but we ran to the north. The northerners had the arrows, they shot us. When we thought they were our brother, we ran back to the east, they duped us. What did they say? We went to the west, they deceived us. But we thought when we were looking for succor, we ran to the south. But what did we saw? And what did we see? We were captured as slaves. The pirates all held us together. What do? Do we hold us strong? Do we run? Where do we hold on to? He ruled. He came and he ruled. He made you a mouthpiece. He gave you the little money. But what happened? You sold your conscience, you sold us and made us slave in our own lands. We move. They drew us back. But the palm wine that the palm typer have tapped, he brings it down and someone steals it. But for the milk that the child drinks, that the child takes from the mother, that the child suckles, it's been stolen. The child is left in uncertainty of wonders. Who's going to help the child that is burdened with tons of pain over the weeks? Man, they said man is born. Few days into trouble. What if he was born? Few days into progress. Do we all sit back and see them grab us? We tend to fly, but the sky is high. The eagles all fly across different nations, nothing to hunt them down. If I had wings, I would fly. I would fly to the ends of the earth. But who holds us back? They tend to bring me back. They tend to hold us. When I have my gift to showcase, they said, no, you don't want it. The enemies of the state, the enemies of humans. Who are the enemies? In your household, your enemies are closer to you. They came. They sold us out into slavery when they thought that they saw the stars. No. We see him going there, he's talented. We hold him back. Why? They can't do what you do, but they want to pull you down. I tried and I cried. I woke up and they saw me. But they said, no, we can't let him go. He has the gold in his hands. How did he get the gold? Take it from him. He doesn't want to have such gold. What did they say? They held him back. For the treasures of which I have gathered, I have toiled all the night to make sure that I get what I wanted. What did they say? Do I make sense? I speak from the native, from my progenitors. They all know, my ancestries, they know. What did they say? When I wanted to become an ancestry to hope and deliverance to my people, they tried to hold me back from the oil that was dropped beneath my land. What did they say? They came in, they took over. They drilled my oil and my gold. They took it and never left me with anything. The market women who goes to sell. They sell for peanuts and they come crying. What did they say? What will they run to? Where is the hope? Who holds them? Who pays the fare? But they say, you have to do that. You have to go. You have to work harder. They took us to the farm. The sugarcane was there and I was hungry. But they said, you will never eat from it. You would work. They shot hammer to the gods. They shot hammer with padlocks. You shall not eat from this, but you have to work. I am hungry. I am thirsty. Oh, my master, they think they become so wicked. What did they say? I tried to make sure that when they are hidden, when they have gone out, I eat and I suckle from the sugar cane. You came and you took from the sugar cane. Let's see what is going to happen. We're going to take you to the pepper farm. You're going to work. You're going to work and let's see if you eat the pepper. I worked in the pepper farm. I toiled all night and made sure I worked. But when I was hungered, do I chew the pepper? Oh no, I took the pepper, I licked it like a lollipop. I must survive the tons of uncertainty. They tried to make me look like a monster. They made me horrible. They made my conscience dead. They darkened my heart. Even when I walked with my heart, they said, the milk which flows from the cow is not meant for the cow to be drunk. Wow. Really? So if you have the milk, you're not going to drink from it. I turned and I pushed forward. For all I know, created from the black, created from the white, made for humanity, made to blend humanity. And when we thought, I looked at my image on the mirror and I saw I had eyes, nose, and mouth. When I looked at him, he had eyes, nose, and mouth. So what was different between us? The color. But what happens to the color? It's my heart white or dark. Irrespective of where I have come from, I tend to move forward. I found someone pretty from the Western. I loved her, she loved me. We worked together. We gave birth. I knew her. She gave birth. What did she give birth to? A white baby. In the sense, we all live and stay together. My poetic words.